All right, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Caleb James Lorenzo Simpson, file number 23-21367 FC. I did receive a note from Mr. Coast updating me with the information you've just given me. I have attorney Samuel Bennett appearing on behalf of Mr. Simpson. We had placed Mr. Simpson on a delayed about a year ago, back in February. He was arrested and extradited to Pennsylvania, and he's in the Bucks County Jail in Doylestown, Pennsylvania, waiting trial. And they do not do out-of-county Zoom meetings, so we're not able to Zoom him in. So, Mr. Bennett, probably what I would do at this point is issue a bench warrant just to keep a holder on him.
Okay.
And then as soon as I'm able to, I will bring him back here. All right.
That sounds good. And just for the record, Your Honor, I did look up Bucks County to kind of find out what was going on with his case so I could have an update for you. Number one, he's on a $600,000 10% bond for an aggravated robbery. So I don't think he'll be getting out on bond. But he does have a pretrial in January. So my hope is that sometime early next year, he'll have some kind of resolution. And then I'll reach out to the court and find out what we can do.
Well, yeah, and he's here on similar charges. So I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest. I'm going to set bond in the amount of $100,000 cash. Mr. Bennett, thank you for showing up today.
Oh, no problem at all, Your Honor. And lastly, for the record, this offense did take place before the offense he's on probation for with you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Have a great day. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Thank you. Rhonda Underwood, Nathaniel Wells. Do I have Nathaniel Wells? You want to come on up? Just stand at the podium. This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Nathaniel Scott Wells, file number 21-20376FH. I have Rhonda Underwood appearing on behalf of Mr. Wells. Mr. Moore, are you appearing on this case?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
All right. So this is the date and time set for sentencing in this matter. Mr. Wells, did you get a chance to read and review the probation violation recommendation report?
From before.
And you had an opportunity when we were last here to speak with Miss Underwood, is that correct?
Not after the case was adjourned. I have not had a chance to talk.
Do you need to talk to her?
I don't think so.
I mean, if you do, we have a Zoom device in the hallway you could use.
I think we'll be okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. The report hasn't changed since we were here. Do you understand that? Okay.
Sir, speak up, please.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, what did you just say, Your Honor?
The report hasn't changed since the last time we were here.
It hasn't changed, is it? That's correct, right?
Yes. Yeah, Mr. Moore, you didn't make any changes in the recommendation, correct?
No, I haven't had opportunity to do any of that. I believe Ms. Teskey said that Mr. Wells has been doing well since then, and that she's not necessarily looking to send him to, I think, the RAP program. So, but I am retaining his case.
Okay. So do you understand that's changed now?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I talked to her last Tuesday.
Okay. Okay. So, are you satisfied with Ms. Underwood as your attorney and the advice that she's given?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Underwood, do you wish to explain or challenge the accuracy or relevancy of any information in the pre-sentence report?
We do not, Your Honor.
Is there anything you'd like to say on behalf of Mr. Wells before the
There
court passes
is.
sentence?
Your Honor, I know Mr. Wells deeply regrets what happened that day. I think Mr. Wells was having a really bad day and some issues, and Ms. Teskey got the brunt of that. I think since that time, Mr. Wells has really stepped up, and he meant nothing bad to Ms. Tusky that day, Your Honor. It was just, he was emotional and it got out of hand. I'm really hoping the court will consider, and it sounds like Ms. Tusky may be willing to do that, giving Mr. Wells another shot at probation, Your Honor. I think they understand. I think he understands what he needs to do and how his behavior was inappropriate. And I'm truly hoping that the court will consider that and give Mr. Wells an opportunity to complete his probation with Ms. Tusky.
Okay. Mr. Wells, anything you want to say? And I will tell you, Ms. Tusky is present via Zoom because she has a different sentencing this morning.
No, that's fine. I understand. I do apologize to Ms. Teskey. I've apologized to her in person. It wasn't, like Ms. Underwood said, it wasn't intentional. It was just emotional. And yeah, it was wrong.
All right. Mr. Wells, probably Mr. Hartung, Ms. Arnold, Mr. Stevenson, myself, my deputies, defense attorneys. We have to have thick skins because we take the brunt of people's emotions, their anger, their disappointment, their hurt on a daily basis, and we do. But, you know, I know that having worked with you for so long, that what we've all been trying to do is help you. And, you know, Ms. Tusky or any of the probation officers, that's what they do. They try to help people. And so, you know, we all have bad days. Would it be fair if I took it out on you if I'm having a bad day?
No, but not.
Okay, so I don't want you to do that again to Ms. Tusky or Mr. Moore. Mr. Moore is a little bit more sensitive, but you can't do that to Mr. Moore either, and he'll be your new probation officer, I think, okay?
Okay.
All right, it's sent to the court that your probation is continued.
Mr. Moore?
Mr. Moore, it will be with you, right?
That's correct.
Yep, your probation will be continued with Mr. Moore. But understand you're at 287 days, so you're getting close to, you know, potentially either your guidelines were 5 to 23. So, all right. So you do have the right to appeal this sentence. My bailiff's going to hand down to you your notice of right to appellate review. I need you to initial and date one copy for my records. The other copies are for you. If you wish to appeal your sentence, you would fill out the information on the form and mail it to the address listed on the form within 42 days. All right.
Mr. Moore, do you want me to come see you when I'm done here?
No, come see me Tuesday if you would.
Yes, sir.
You can come in Tuesday morning before 10.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Wells. Records reflect, I have received back a signed copy of the notice of right to appellate review. I'm the only judge in circuit court. Can anybody message Mr. Glazier? I can. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Miss Underwood, I do have some pickups, but I'm not gonna do them until after call, okay?
Okay, just let me know, Your Honor. Thank you.
Can you call Mr. Daly? Is Mr. Love in here? Let's see Mr. Love. Mr. Ianni, did you get the updated report? I see Mr. Love has been making great strides and has got it down to below half.
That is correct. He's as of today, it's $4,358. He's making outstanding progress.
Okay. So. Okay. Thanks, Mr. Jones. Miss Adams, was Cody Gage moved to 10:30?
Yes, I apologize, Judge. Yes.
Okay, is Cody Gage in the courtroom? No? All right, so I will mark that, so we don't need Mr. Daly yet. We just need John Glazier. And Ms. Adams, could I get an adjournment date for the first sentencing on the docket? About 30 days out maybe, or a little bit more than that?
Can do Thursday, December 26th.
Thank you. So that leaves just Mr. Glazier's files to do real quick. So as soon as I can get Mr. Glazier. Yeah.
How are you? Good, doing good, thanks. Doing good. Ready for the weekend? Are you working Tuesday? Do you want to have lunch then? Okay, okay.
Mr. Love?
Yes.
Okay, I'll let the judge know you're here. Oh, okay, oh, gotcha, okay, thank you. Thank you.
Please rise for court now session. Maybe so.
Mr. Glazier, Mr. Love, where'd Mr. Love go? There you are. I want to come up to the podium, please. Mr. Glazier?
Yes.
Okay. This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Robert Love Jr., file number 20-19918FH. I have John Glazier appearing on behalf of Mr. Love. Mr. Glazier and Mr. Love, this is the date and time set for sentencing. I have Robert Ianni appearing from the AG's office. So, Mr. Ianni, I have paperwork showing that so much paperwork. Mr. Love was very, very good about getting me all the information I had requested. Mr. Ianni, I don't know if all of these documents were provided to you. I have, let's see here. Let's see here. I have an update. Hold on. And did receive he provided some letters of forgiveness, and he's been paying on his arrears as well as his monthly charge. So, Mr. Ianni, you have an update on the balance owed at this time?
Yeah, just checking on the front of the court's records. As of today, his balance is $4,358, which he's making excellent progress, been making payments every month in excess of his required payments. So he is paying down the arrearage. I think we're ready to proceed to sentencing. I think I believe we sent the court some documents for the reduced sentence, but what was unclear, and that's why I had the office notify the court not to quite enter it, is whether the plea required that the reduction to $5,000 be done within the 11 months, and we're well past that.
I think we at some point agreed to adjourn it to allow him to get that down.
Okay, if that was the
So-
understanding, then we could enter the amended information in the nolle pros and give him the benefit of the plea then.
Okay, and I don't, Ms. Adams, did you receive an amended information?
Judge, I think they're in the file. Are they not in the file?
I was told an email yesterday, Your Honor.
Did you get an email yesterday, Ms. Adams?
Yeah, I thought I put a nollie and an amended information in the file. Maybe I slid it in the wrong file.
No, maybe I just put it with the big stack of other stuff that I have in the file. Keep looking. Child support, state of Michigan. Oh, okay. So I have motion order nolle pros and a second amended information. It was way at the back. So we have been provided a second amended information, felony non-support. So Mr. Glazier, it states count 1, child support failing to pay, which is the 4-year felony. They've added count 2, attempted child support failing to pay, which is a 2-year high court misdemeanor and or $1,000 fine, and a habitual offender second offense notice with a motion order of nolle pros, which would be filed after sentencing, dismissing the child support. So Mr. Ianni, maybe I'm just confused. It's been a morning. The nolle pros dismisses all counts?
It should dismiss the felony and the habitual. And which would just
It
leave
also-
it should just leave the high court misdemeanor, which is the plea agreement.
So on the nolle pros, and maybe I'm reading it wrong, it has count 1, 2, and 3 being nolle pros. It has count 1, child support failure to pay, count 2, attempted child support failing to pay, and habitual offender. Okay, I see now. All right, so count 1 and the habitual would be dismissed. So Mr. Glazier, did you receive a copy of that?
I did not, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Glazier, is it your understanding that if you got it below half, it would be reduced to the high court misdemeanor, attempted child support failing to pay?
Yeah, this is Miss Underwood's case, and I believe that's accurate.
Yeah, I think it was sent to Miss Underwood.
Oh, is it still Miss Underwood? Because I had you, Mr. Glazier, as the attorney.
Yeah, for some reason I'm doing it. Maybe Rhonda's gone today. I'm not aware why I have
No.
it.
Rhonda's here. I think it was reassigned to you.
Okay, yeah, that I believe that's an accurate understanding. I just had one question. If over probation he gets this paid off, it doesn't sound like it's a large amount. What would happen then? Would this get dismissed at that point?
No.
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. I believe that's the deal that Miss Underwood worked out with him.
Okay. Yeah, the plea offer must pay as ordered during delay and reduced to 5,000 for an attempted, 0
Okay.
for a misdemeanor. And he's been very diligent in getting that paid down and complying with everything. So it would
Okay.
be reduced to the misdemeanor, high court misdemeanor.
All right. Okay. Yeah. That's an accurate of what the plea is supposed to be, Your Honor.
All right. So Mr. Love, have you heard everything we've talked about?
Yes, I have some objections.
Okay.
That 5,000 that kept this there, I paid like 8,000 last year. So that's inaccurate. You ordered an audit and we still was waiting on the results of that. Because what's not going to happen is, I'm not gonna.
So hold on, Mr. Love. So let me make sure I understand this. There was a plea offer that said if you paid it down past 5,000, you would get an attempted. If you had a 0 balance, it would be a misdemeanor.
I understand that, but we was at 8,000 then, and I paid like 8,000, and now you're saying that it's at 5,000. So
Okay.
that's inaccurate.
So when does the audit come out?
That's what I'm waiting on.
Okay,
Yeah, when
did they
does the audit
give you
come
an
out?
idea of when that would be?
I'm still waiting on the idea of when that's going to be.
All right, so Mr. Ianni, if there's an audit and it gets down to, he requested that audit quite a while ago. I thought he would have had the results by now. So I think at this point, I would like to just adjourn it. Is it our friend of the court doing the audit or the state of Michigan? I'm talking-
Me?
Yeah,
Oh, yes, you guys are state of Michigan, or the courts.
is it down the
You're on
stairs?
One, yes.
We are, but
Right.
it's our audit, right?
Yes, you guys
Okay.
are audit.
So Mr. Annie, why don't I set this out a month? And then I will reach out to my friend the court and find out where we are on that audit and make sure we kind of push it to be done by then.
Sounds
All
fair.
right? And that might be one of the reasons we adjourned it last time because he had requested the audit. Mr. Glazier, are you available on December 26th at 8:15 in the morning?
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Love, why don't you come into my office and see me about a week before that?
Most definitely.
All right, Miss Adams, could I get a notice of hearing from Mr. Love for December 26th at 8:15 in the morning?
Okay.
And then I got a note here, call to see for audit. Okay, and, all right, so Mr. Love, thank you for updating us. Have a seat back on that bench behind you and right there next to Mr. Dagger Margosian. And then we'll get you a copy of a notice of hearing,
Thank
okay?
you very much.
All right, thank you, Mr. Love. All right, Mr. Ianni, thank you. We'll see you back on that day.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Love, you know where our office is at, don't you?
Know your office is at, sir.
If you're there, I think your notice will have an address on it. It's right near you. It's just on the other
He
side.
knows where it is,
I know
Mr.
you are.
Glazier. He
Oh, he
knows
said he
where it
does?
is.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm getting old, Judge.
Okay. Thank you. Everybody make sure your phones are off.
What was the date we adjourned this to?
December 26th at 8:15.